From the heartland of America, Love, Marriage, and Stinking Thinking. The program that takes on the common myths about life, love, and marriage with national relationship speaker and author Mark Gungor. Radio talk show host Debbie Chavez. Music by stellar recording artist Tom Washatka. And now, the host of Love, Marriage, and Stinking Thinking, Mark Gungor.
Yes. Well, welcome to Love, Marriage, and Stinking Thinking.
That's it. He's pretty
That's
proud
it.
of
See
himself.
you. God bless. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. Anyway, give it up for Tommy Washatka and the band up there, ladies and gentlemen.
You hang out with some pretty cool people.
Yeah, they're cool.
I know.
They're cool. Thing is, he likes me. He's my friend.
Good to know you have a friend.
Yeah, I got like one. No, actually, we go back a long, long way. We really do. We worked together for many years.
Alrighty then.
Didn't we? It was good. It was great. He's the only guy I've ever been that close to and worked that long with that we never ever had a fight about anything.
Wow. Just into your nothing boxes all
I
the
don't
time.
know. I don't know. It's just it was a weird thing. It's, because that's saying a lot because I'm quite obnoxious.
No comment. We do a radio show every day, so I'm used to his shenanigans.
Anyway, I love
We
Tommy.
do a radio show with producer Lynn Wheeler.
Lynn Wheeler.
Yes.
Wee, Mrs. Wheeler!
Lynn and I commiserate regularly.
Yes. Anyway, I should tell everybody, this is Debbie Chavez. Please give it up for Miss Chavez, who's here, doing our show together. And, of course, my lovely wife, Debbie, who still puts up with me from the last show.
Which is amazing.
It's an amazing thing. So, anyway, tell all the people what this show is about.
It's about
While
love,
I
marriage,
nap.
and stinking thinking. Last time I heard. Napping?
Yes, go ahead.
Are we keeping you up?
No.
We take emails, and we take them in our daily radio show, and then sometimes we bring some of the fascinating emails to the TV show as well, and just to get some wisdom from Mr. Gungor here, and I throw in my 2 cents every once in a while, and sometimes we disagree, and I'm always right. The woman is always right. This first
By
email.
the way,
What?
people email me, and I tell them what I think,
Yes.
and sometimes they get mad at me.
Imagine that.
You ask what I think. This show's about what I think. It's just what I think.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay. Little disclaimer there.
Well,
it's
it's
just
not
what
like
you think.
I'm not God. And it's hard
Really?
to imagine. But,
Here I was under a false impression.
I do live in the middle of the universe, God's universe. Green Bay, Wisconsin! Yes! It's true.
It is a beautiful place.
Green Bay is the exact center of the universe. If you look at any intergalactic map, Green Bay's right,
Amazing.
right there. Right there. Best people in the world, best church in the world. Celebration
Great
church.
audience. Great audience here.
Great audience, fabulous pastor, very spiritual man.
You should
Okay, go
read
on.
sections of the Bible about humility, perhaps. Call me wacky.
Not my favorite part of the Bible, actually.
This first email, I'm kind of stunned. And it takes a lot
You're
to stun me.
stunned, okay.
But here we go. Brace yourself. This is from a woman who says, my ex-husband cheated on me 4 years ago and actually left the marriage for the other woman. He said he fell in love with her. Well, after 1 year of leaving me, he came to me and said that he has begun to have feelings for me again and wanted to see if it could work out. Now, he was still dating the other woman, and I had begun dating another man. He and I started seeing each other in secrecy because he said he didn't want to lose his girlfriend if it didn't work out with me. Holy cow. Holy cow. Holy cow. Can I say that? I just did.
Yes, you
Holy
can.
cow. I'm just stunned. He was so after me, but I took a long time to start feeling that he really meant it. Then just a few weeks ago, my ex-husband told me that he's still actually in love with her, and he announced he just became engaged to her within 1 week of stopping our relationship. Now, my ex-husband had not spoken to me for 3 weeks since his engagement, but a few days ago, we talked a little, and I told him I miss him terribly, and he said he misses me too, and so we ended up spending some time together, and we were intimate together. And now he tells me that he doesn't know if he's gonna marry her, but the plans are still on, and the wedding is coming up in just 6 weeks. Please help me. Please help me. That was her final shot. Please help me. What
With
would you
what?
like? What would you like to say?
Does she wants me to help her?
She said, please help me. You can interpret that however you like.
This is not his problem. This is her problem. I
Well,
mean, he's
he
obviously a
is
slime bag.
yes.
Okay, that's very clear.
Yeah, that's
By
really
the
not
groans in the
debatable.
audience.
Yeah.
You know, this lady has a problem.
He wants to date her and keep dating the other woman. I mean, I'm just like
In secret.
flabbergasted. In secret.
I don't want to get my girlfriend upset, so can we meet behind closed doors without telling anyone?
And
she
she
goes,
did.
sure. Sure, I'll do that. Come on, bring it on.
I am stunned.
And she's intimate with the guy when he announces that he's going to marry the other woman. This lady has some serious issues.
You think?
Issues. Serious stuff.
She is a perfect candidate for the butt-kicking women's conference that we have coming up, in the spring?
In Green Bay, yeah. We'll have to explain that coming up.
Yeah.
How are we doing on time? let's go to the break, and then we'll tell you all about what she's talking about.
The butt-kicking
well, you have
woman.
to understand, you just said something that everybody in Christendom is going, what are they talking
Butt-kicking
about?
woman?
Anyway, we'll explain it after the break. See you just a minute.
You girls, goodness gracious, you single women. Quit dating these heathens. Are you hearing me? Say, well, he said he'll come to church. Yeah. Come on. Thank you for that, yeah. Stop dating these heathens. You should know, but he said he'll come to church with me. He'll do whatever he's got to get you. Usually to get something out of you, which we won't get to right now. Yeah, we will. Don't do that either. Good Lord, don't date him, and for the love of heaven, don't have sex with him. Oh. You're people of faith. You're supposed to be servants of the Most High God. You're children of God. You are not supposed to be unequally yoked with these pagans. Now, if he gets in here and gets saved and born again, and then we can talk. I told a lady the other night, she said, well, how do I know who I should date? If somebody wants to date you, you say, I would love to go out with you, but you have to go talk to my pastor first. Bring them on, babies. I don't do a whole lot of appointments, but those I'll do. You send those boys to talk to me. Say, you can't date her, you gotta talk to me first. I'm her spiritual papa. I want to show you the big sword on my wall over here.
Okay. We had to play the
Butt-kicking
blues
woman.
there. That was the blues.
Because of this sad
That's
story.
a sad story. You need to play the blues on a story like that. Anyway.
Butt-kicking woman, define
Yeah,
it.
okay, define this. Now,
Yes.
at my church here, they understand this because I'm a little psycho and I talk in crazy terms. But what I teach the women in my church
Yes.
is that God's word, I believe, teaches women to be strong, confident, respectful women. My
Okay.
term for them is butt-kicking women, okay? In that they do not tolerate bad behavior.
Yes.
They are not easy marks. They don't go knocked around. I don't care. They don't let the devil do it to them, and they certainly don't let some guy like this do it to them,
Yeah.
okay? They know who they are. They know what they believe. They know what's right or wrong, and they are strong, confident, successful, respectful women. Good.
Bring it on.
And this concept has struck such a chord
Yeah.
with so many women on our radio show all over the world that
Yes.
listen to this thing. And of course, here in our own church and stuff like that. So a lot of women said, you know, you guys always do these big men's conferences.
Yes.
Why don't you do one for the women?
Absolutely.
So I said, we're going to do what I call a butt-kicking women's conference. And it's about teaching women how to know who they are.
Yes.
And who God made them to be.
Yes.
To know right from wrong and not to tolerate wrong being shoved in their faces.
Yeah.
You know,
To be treated like a dog. I mean, she's being treated like a dog.
oh, this is very,
lady.
very bad. I mean, first of all, the
Yeah.
guy's unfaithful to her. And then he comes back, and what kind of person is, obviously, you know, not to be mean to her, but she obviously has self-esteem issues.
Yeah.
You know, that the guy would come back, and then and then to ask her, please don't let anybody know we're seeing each other because I don't want to upset my
No.
girlfriend.
Oh.
What woman says, okay, you know?
A desperate woman. That's
Yeah,
who.
but you know
Yeah.
what? There's a lot of this going around. You know, when I first started recognizing this,
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of counseling, and women would come into my office complaining about their husbands. Now, we're not talking minor complaints. We're talking serious things.
Like
you know?
affairs, that kind? Or?
Well, stuff like, you know, my pastor, my husband stays out till 3 o'clock in the morning every night, coming home drunk. What should I do? Okay? Or my husband, you know, he spent the weekend snuggling up with an old girlfriend. They said they didn't have sex, but it kind of bothered me. What should I do?
Did they say it just like that? What should I do?
Well, it's kind of in a summary, yeah, you know.
Okay.
And the worst, and the final one, some lady comes to see me and says, I found out that my husband took pictures of his private parts and emailed them to another woman. What should I do? And I was
my.
so stunned. And I finally, after the lady left, because I'm giving them the typical pastoral line.
Pray for
Just
him.
be patient.
Yeah.
Just be calm. Just now, I'm not demeaning that you should pray and stuff, but
Yeah, that's
come
important.
on. So I walked out of my office and I saw my wife and I said, how come I don't act like this?
Please tell me.
I'm serious. I said, how come I don't behave? Because we were talking about these women who said, and she looked at me and she says, because you're a good man.
Oh.
And I said, no.
This is a multiple choice. No, guess again.
She looked at me and said, then why don't you do it? And I said, because you'd kill me. And she looked at me and said, yes, I would.
Now that's a butt-kicking woman.
And then we started to make a list in our minds of all the women we know who have great marriages.
Yeah.
Great marriages.
Strong marriages.
And just ask themselves, what would she do if her husband did that?
Yeah.
She'd kill him. Next one, she'd kill him. Next one, she'd kill him. Now, we don't mean literally kill him, folk, but I'm talking about they wouldn't tolerate it.
She'd draw the line.
Oh, there's no way. There's no way. My wife wouldn't say, what should I do? Goodness gracious. So, I mean, there's a lot of women who don't understand. Look, there is right and there is wrong, okay? And in my opinion, my humble opinion,
Yes.
you know, I think the church has done a very, very poor job in teaching women about this because all they seem to tell women is just submit.
Yeah.
Just submit. Now, the Bible does say about being respectful and submissive and stuff like that, but I don't believe it means just be a punching bag.
Yeah, doormat,
And a
yeah.
doormat and a target for
Yeah.
someone treating you so horribly. There is right and there is wrong.
Yeah.
And you prevail or you contend for that which is right. You resist that which is wrong.
But a lot of women live in fear that they're going to lose the guy, and so they put up with whatever. And I know
But explain
women in the
that
audience
to
know
me.
what I'm talking about.
Who would be afraid of losing this guy?
Okay, maybe not this guy.
Seriously, I would take him to the mall and pray he gets lost. I don't know what happened to him. We were shopping and I haven't seen him for a month and a half. I have no idea what happened to him.
I know you've probably counseled women who have this insecurity, this fear they're going to lose the guy, so they put up with whatever. They're upset about it. They're letting you know they're upset that he's acting like this, but they can't seem to draw the line in the sand and say, no more bad behavior, because they're afraid they're going to lose their man. And it's a fear that keeps them trapped there, don't you think?
Yeah, but how's that working for you?
Not well. Not well
I mean,
at
really,
all.
because you listen to
I
these
did
people.
that. I
You
was
did this?
this. I was
You
this
were like
woman.
this?
Unbelievable.
I am appalled. New co-host.
I was
Send
like
me
this.
your resume. Or explain this to me.
I was like that.
While
in my
I
first
take a
marriage,
drink.
I mean, my first husband, ran around with other women, was, helping them with their leaky faucet at their homes and, things like that. And I would be like upset about it, and I'd be talking to my pastor, but I was afraid that if I confronted and really drew the line and said, this will not be tolerated, that he would leave, and I wasn't ready to have the family, be blown apart. But the unfortunate thing is, after it goes on for so long, the family is blown apart anyway, and it would have been way smarter for me to just confront it early and not live in this place of fear that if I draw the line, he's going to leave.
Yeah. But see, I think what people don't understand is they don't think you can confront things while still being respectful.
Well, that's true.
And I think you can. It's hard because you want to strangle people when you're confronting them. They drive you crazy, right? But
So how do you confront and be respectful at the same time?
Well, it's like, take politics, for example. If you have
great. That's just what we need to bring
seriously,
politics into this.
as people of faith, we need to contend for what's right, okay? And that often means standing against some politicians who want to do the wrong thing.
Okay.
Now, that means we need to fight for what's right, and we need to oppose that which is wrong.
Yes.
Which I think we need to have more of that. The old saying, all that evil needs to succeed is for good men to do nothing.
Yeah,
Okay, being
absolutely.
the sweet little prayerful men. I mean, we need to stand up to evil,
Yeah.
okay? But you can do this without being disrespectful.
And hateful.
Now, the person that you're standing up to still won't like it.
Correct.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But don't let them define who you are. You say, well, they're disrespectful. Well, yeah, he's going to think that because you won't just let him do what they want to do. You stand up to him and say, hey, what you're doing is wrong. When you're backing this provision, it's wrong. When you're saying you want to change our culture and push something, be it abortion or something else that is destructive and morally wrong, and say, hey, this is wrong. We disagree with this.
Yeah.
Okay? I believe you should be able to do that without being disrespectful.
Without calling names, without making,
and to imply to women that they cannot. That if they stand up to what's wrong in their relationships, and again, people, we're talking severely bad behavior here. We're not talking, the guy doesn't pick up his underwear. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that can drive you crazy too, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Or he doesn't do this, or he doesn't help with this. And
Doesn't unload the dishwasher.
And he doesn't do this, and
whatever.
he's such a slob, and he never quits watching TV, and la, 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 la. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking blatantly destructive, immoral behavior, a man who's bringing an evil spirit, quite frankly, into your home.
Ooh.
That a woman should be able to respectfully resist that. This is a woman who should not be allowing this man into her life.
That is
and what
for
she's
sure.
never learned is, hey, you don't have to put up with this. You can be a strong, confident woman.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There we go. We will take more emails in just a moment on love, marriage, and stinking thinking.
Men's brains are very unique. Men's brains are made up of little boxes. And we have a box for everything. We've got a box for the car. We got a box for the money. We got a box for the job. We got a box for you. We got a box for the kids. We got a box for your mother somewhere in the basement. We got boxes everywhere. And the rule is the boxes don't touch. When a man discusses a particular subject, we go to that particular box, we pull that box out, we open the box, we discuss only what is in that box. All right? And then we close the box and put it away, being very, very careful not to touch any other boxes.
He's back.
Little Latin groove there.
Ooh, yes, very nice. The music has stopped.
The Puerto Rican from Green Bay.
Yeah, go figure. Go figure. Next email question.
Senora Chavez, continue. Por favor.
Thank you. This is from a lady who says, I know men are men.
Well, that's brilliant. Thank you. Brilliant. Men are men. But, uh-oh.
I have a huge issue with my husband viewing the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders online.
All right.
I was married before, and that ended in my ex-husband having an affair, and it started with him looking at girls in a raunchy guys magazine. I realize I'm not perfect. I had twins 2 years ago, but I'm not that bad. I'm 5'5" and 140 pounds. I would like to be skinnier, and I'm going to the gym to better myself, but you can imagine twins...
No, stop!
Already? He's having a coronary.
Oh.
What? What?
Listen to this woman. She's owning this.
Oh.
This is my fault. I'm only this tall and I'm not wearing this much. And we had twins and I'm working out. Oh, for Christ, this is not her problem. It's his problem.
Ooh.
He's ogling other women. Tell him to stop it.
Is it ogling or ugling?
Ogling, oogling, who knows?
I say ogling.
Ogling,
This is ugly.
oogling.
Either way, it's bad.
Gawking, staring.
Lusting.
Lusting.
Let's just call it what it is. It's lusting.
I'm sure he'd say admiring.
Yeah, the artistic beauty
I'm
that God
merely
has
admiring
created.
the artistic dance abilities of these very talented women. I'm really into choreography.
Or
You know,
maybe the
that's really
artists-
what it's all about. I think the choreography is just fabulous. Just fabulous. That's all it. Yeah, and I'm sure this Nimrod is telling her stuff like, well, there ain't nothing wrong with it.
Everyone else
And
does.
everybody else does it. And I don't care. And so-and-so says, I don't care if the...
Be careful. That was good.
See, the real question in this show is when are they going to cancel this show? That's, how far can the man go before he loses it? All right, I don't care who told you this, okay? It's not right.
No.
And this woman, I mean, part of the fact that she's even writing to us shows that she is not one of these women I'm talking about. These strong,
But
confident
kicky
women.
women,
Because
yeah.
I'm telling you, a strong, confident woman would never tolerate this.
I would not be tolerating that.
My wife would not be writing anyone saying, what should I do? My husband is looking at, I don't like it, but what should I do? And I'm not so fat myself, and I'm trying not to be so fat. And, good Lord. I mean, what has happened to women?
Well,
Something's wrong with y'all. So what is this? So she's owning
insecure.
it.
All
And
women are a little, all women, let's face it, are a little bit insecure about what they look like. And so...
Is this true?
Yes,
Are you women?
Are we all just
Are you?
a little
Are you?
bit-
Are you?
Yeah, even producer
Look at, I'm looking at
Lynn
these young,
Wheeler-
gorgeous women
I know.
over here, and even them.
Yes, I'm insecure.
What is this?
And so that is why she's feeling like she can't compete, and even though she's probably very attractive, and we've had emails from women who say, oh, my husband left me, but, because I'm not good enough, and here she sends a photo, and she's just gorgeous, and yet they
we
still
get this
feel
all the
insecure.
time. Yeah. My husband says I'm ugly, and then she sends what do you think?
Yeah, and
Am I that
that's
fat?
gorgeous.
And she's gorgeous, and I'm thinking, your husband is a Nimrod. But the point, it doesn't matter what she looks like, okay? I mean, to some degree. I mean, no, but I'm saying,
Well,
if she purposely just looks like the cat dragged her in, then, all right, you got something to deal with. But I'm saying,
Wow.
look, well, you know what I'm saying,
I think
they
you
never
should
take
just-
care of
you should just
themselves.
stop right
No.
now.
You know what I'm talking about. If she intentionally dresses and acts in such a
drag
way
him.
that nobody would ever want to be around her, that might be an issue.
Okay.
But it's not about that. I mean, look, we all grow old, okay?
Really?
One of the most romantic lines in movies is, let's grow old together.
Yeah.
Is it not?
That is true.
Let us grow old together. Do you know what happens when you grow old
Do we
together?
have to go into the gory details?
You know, gravity is a cruel, cruel thing. Nasty, nasty thing, this gravity. You know, and you can wear all the anti-gravity devices you can come up with, but it still takes its toll over time. And, you know, oh my goodness gracious.
So, bottom line, you're saying that it's not her problem.
No, but my problem is, not my problem, but my issue.
That would be too
Maybe
long
it
of
is
a
my
show.
problem. The issue is, she keeps pointing at the guitar player, and he's sleeping over there. Okay, there we go. Now he's playing. Give it up for the guitar player over there, ladies and gentlemen. My issue is it doesn't matter, you know, whether she's overweight or not, or she's gotten older and her hair is going gray and things are starting to sag. All that matters is she is offended by this man's behavior.
Yes.
All she should have to do is tell him, stop it.
Yes.
This is unacceptable. Well, I don't care. Everybody else, I don't care. Then go move in with somebody else, okay? But in my home, I will not tolerate it. This is called a woman who knows who she is, she knows what she believes, and she will not let the devil or anybody else kick her out. And she should be able to do it in a respectful manner. We will discuss this on future shows, I'm sure.
I'm sure we will.
All right, wrap it up. I'm gonna play with the band.
Okay,
See
you
y'all
go
later.
play with the band. In the meantime, reminder, you can go to stinkingthinking.com, find out how to get in touch with the radio show, and send your emails in at radio@laughyourway.com. We'll return with more next week on Love, Marriage, and Stinking Thinking.
Love, Marriage, and Stinking Thinking is made possible by your continued support of this network. To learn more about Mark Gungor and how you can improve your marriage, visit us online at stinkingthinking.com. There you will find Mark's best-selling book, Laugh Your Way to a Better Marriage. You can also see if Mark will be bringing his seminar to a city near you. And you can listen to Mark on his weekly radio show where you can call in with your questions and speak with Mark in person. Love, Marriage, and Stinking Thinking is a production of Laugh Your Way America.